From the finest eating establishment ever established for eating,
The Krusty Krab.
to pizzazzy restaurants that dethroned it entirely.
The Shell Shack is singing! Come on!
Today, I'm breaking down every other restaurant in Bikini Bottom to work out how many competitors the Krusty Krab actually has. From tiny pathetic stands to fast food giants that make crabs break out in cold sweats, these are all the eateries Bikini Bottom has to offer. Starting with the most unsuccessful business of all time, the Chum Bucket. Chum patties, chum sticks, and chum nuggets. These are just a few absolutely revolting items you can find on Plankton's menu, or just seeping through the floor.
And no amount of money could ever make anyone eat here. Trust me, Karen's tried. Can't eat another bite of that slop. How much you pay me? I have eaten 10 of those things. I had to go to the doctor twice. I'll be getting my stomach pumped again. What's the deal? We've established the chum is the foulest food under the sea. But what the freak is it anyway? In real life, it's chopped fish that fishermen use as bait. So Plankton's kind of literally trying to serve dead fish to fish. This is some Jeffrey Dahmer level of prickery. And Shelton could actually be a serial killer turning innocent Bikini Bottom into fast food that doesn't even taste good. I guess that explains all those my legs we hear. Not to mention these chum nuggets with a side of eyeballs. Chum nuggets here. Going fast and get them while they're running. Krab's drive-thru is really paying off. Not again. It might be that or his food is just terrible for
Hey, Krabs' drive-thru is really paying off. Not again.
It might be that, or his food is just terrible for other reasons, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Overall, the Chum Bucket having no customers makes more sense than Tubby Patrick eating a Krabby Patty at 3 a.m. I feel kind of bad ranking this sweet place just one notch above the Chum Bucket, but that's just kind of how it is. I mean, who's actually going to Grandma's tea house apart from Grandma's? Yes, even the fake ones.
Isn't this tea delicious, Grandma?
Why? How can you drink this dreck? More, please.
I can't imagine customers even pouring into Grandma's tea house like anchovies, especially not with another competitor in town.
See, I was blind out doing mine.
Apart from Sandy, Squidward, and old ladies, I just don't really see Bikini Bottom being much of a tea-drinking city. Juice, though? That totally rules, especially on a beautiful sunny day at Goo Lagoon. Of course, being strong enough to actually pick up the glass does help a lot.
Yeah.
Goo Lagoon also has a snack.
First in Rip Pants, but most famously in Walking Small. You know, the one where Plankton tried to teach SpongeBob how to be more assertive. Music, let's go home. SpongeBob genius. As you can see, Bikini Bottom is pretty big on wieners, and they seem to be the most popular fast food item mixed with Krabby Patty. There's a Weenie Hut, which may or may not be affiliated with Weenie Hut Juniors. More on that later. I'm ready for a new job. I'm ready. Might also remember the hot dog shop from Picture Day. This is where SpongeBob hid from those punk teens pelting people with ketchup balloons. Fitter or stick. There's even a hot dog stand at the mall that sells wieners on a string. Can't help but feel like nobody asked for that. Hey girl, let's work at a hot dog on a string today, so I'm in charge of stringing the dog. Can we talk about how hot dog and a string just flat out stole Plankton's Chum Bucket hat? Also, why is their food just laying out on the counter? Gross, man. If you ate here, you definitely get food poisoning. Then again, the average Bikini Bottom's immune system must be about as strong as a Larry the Lobster. Like, it's been 16 seasons and I still don't think I've ever seen SpongeBob wash his hands before.
I'm in charge of stringing the dog.
Can we talk about how hot dog and a string just flat out stole Plankton's Chum Bucket hat? Also, why is their food just laying out on the counter? Gross, man. If you ate here, you definitely get food poisoning. Then again, the average Bikini Bottomite's immune system must be about as strong as a Larry the Lobster. Like, it's been 16 seasons and I still don't think I've ever seen SpongeBob wash his hands before cooking. What can you expect from the fry cook who does this, though?
Lame Mostel?
Wait, quit fooling around. Where's my Krabby Patty?
And voila! It's under your nose!
If you've got OCD, look away now because this sign is driving me nuts. The barnacle head who slapped those letters together on there so unevenly has officially ruined the rest of 2025 for me. Also, what flavor is that ice cream supposed to be anyway? Looks like vanilla mixed with snail pee, if you ask me. Ice cream last appeared in Sun Bleached, but originates from this iconic scene from Hall Monitor. I guess their desserts come with a little side of maniac, shall we say.
If you've seen this guy, understand? Huh? Oh, horrible!
Speaking of maniacs, remember that totally wild night out SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. K had, Midlife Crustacean? So wild, in fact, that it literally got the episode banned from TV. After struggling to get out of his hammock and pissing people off by walking so slowly, Krabs wonders if he's old, and you can always count on kids to tell you the brutal, honest truth.
Hey, mister, could you throw the ball back over here?
How about I join you kids?
That's okay. Why do old people always have to ruin the fun?
Patrick lame nerds, geeks, creeps, and babies. All perfectly accurate descriptors, by the way. The creep one especially. The panty raid. The what? You're going to miss the panty raid. Just in case you never got to see the panty raiding scene. Here you go. An old man, we're panty professionals. Things. Oh yeah? Mr. Krabs. Krabs may feel young again, but at what cost, man? SpongeBob and Patrick really couldn't have picked a worse house to panty raid. Eugene, what are you doing with my bloomers? Why did you tell me this was my mother's house? But it was all SpongeBob and Patrick's idea. And there's me thinking the filthiest things in Bikini Bottom were its restaurants. Seriously, has nobody ever heard of a fresh lick of paint in this town? I mean, just look at this rusty old diner. Believe it. I rode in the invisible boat mobile villain all in one day. So, what are we going to do tomorrow? Yep, a diner called Diner. The writers truly outdid themselves with that one. Despite this place being about as interesting as your average Shady Shoals resident, it's actually one of the most iconic restaurants in the whole show. Would you believe? Diner has appeared in so many iconic episodes. In Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2, SpongeBob has lunch here with his heroes, and while he's distracted by the jukebox, they just straight up ditch him. Right behind you. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be here. Keep looking. Diligence. Aye, sir. Dagnabbit. The superhero
Called Diner. The writers truly outdid themselves with that one. Despite this place being about as interesting as your average Shady Shoals resident, it's actually one of the most iconic restaurants in the whole show, would you believe? Diner has appeared in so many iconic episodes. In Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2, SpongeBob has lunch here with his heroes, and while he's distracted by the jukebox, they just straight up ditch him.
Right behind you.
It doesn't seem to be here.
Keep looking. Diligence.
Aye, aye, sir.
Dagnabbit.
The superheroes get trapped by the dirty bubble, who's probably cleaner than Diner's kitchen floor, actually. SpongeBob saves the day by acting like an annoying, entitled fan with zero respect for personal space.
Oh no! Oh no, you fools! Stay back! What's the point now?
You saved us, son!
Yeah, you're a hero!
Diner appeared again in Chocolate with Nuts when SpongeBob and Patrick were discussing highly questionable ways to up their marketing tactics.
I got it! Let's get naked!
Save that for when we're selling real estate.
Diner featured 3 more times in the show, but probably its most well-known cameo to date is the episode Missing Identity. You gotta know which one I'm talking about. It's the iconic meme of SpongeBob looking all sad with his coffee, just missing his dumb little name tag.
I lost something once. I lost something I couldn't live without. My identity.
SpongeBob found his name tag in the garbage, but what about his milkshake license? In License to Milkshake, Krabs makes him go back to milkshake making school, and a flashback from the episode shows that there was once a charming little milkshake shop in Bikini Bottom.
the entire Pacific. Actually, having about the same level of self-awareness as Patrick's rock, none. SpongeBob Weenie Pants truly believed he was tough enough to make it into this place. The roughest, toughest sailor club. Only the baddest of the bad can get in. In No Weenies Allowed, SpongeBob is determined to prove he's tough enough to get into the salty spottoon. You know those strongman competitions where guys lift trucks and stuff? Well, SpongeBob takes that one step further by showing the bouncer only the most jaw-dropping display of brute strength ever. Bottle of ketchup. Music, just run this under some hot water. The bouncer Reggie doesn't care that SpongeBob stubbed his toe last week and only cried for 20 minutes. The weenie gets told to visit restaurants that match his strength level. More on those later. But if you know SpongeBob, he never gives up without a fight. And this time, he's literally prepared to throw hands. Sorry for the next guy who looks at me funny. He's not bothering anybody. That guy, who me? Smiling and whatnot. The plan is for Patrick to let SpongeBob win the fight and prove he's tough enough for the salty spottoon. Following his notes, Bat declares he's a world champion kickboxer. But the plan flies out the window when SpongeBob roasts him way too savagely. You're going to die, hubby. We're supposed to let me win, remember? Oh yeah? Patrick defies every law of physics known to man. As he kicks his own
Bob is
butt
so
into
tough
next
he
week.
destroyed Patrick without even touching him. Reg finally lets him come inside the salty spittoon. Yeah, there's a reason weenies are banned from places like these.
Stay off my line! Sandy, I slipped on an ice covered in boo-boo.
Think you guys want that hospital?
Weenie Hut General!
SpongeBob would return to the salty spittoon and Salty Sponge, but this time as an employee.
Here's the grip, fat cooler. Now make with the grub.
What happened to your last fry cook?
Employee at a month war. Your photo is gonna be next. Kawaii!
I wonder if he got an employee discount on all their food. Not that he'd want to eat anything from here anyway.
It's for a brick covered with nails.
That was just diner lingo. Nails, extra motor oil, salty spittoon style.
Now that's a tough sandwich.
The inedible food aside, did you see the state of that kitchen? If you're worried about getting food poisoning, you're actually probably safer eating the nasty patty. It would be criminal to not follow up the salty spittoon with their super sweet rival, Weenie Hut Juniors. You know, I didn't think it was possible for a restaurant to look so adorable it makes the cuddly crab seem like the killer crab by comparison, but here we are.
Weenie Hut Juniors? Are you saying I belong at Weenie Hut Juniors?
SpongeBob wasn't even tough enough to get into Weenie Hut Junior, so he was sent to a hut specifically made for the weeniest weenies in town.
Super Weenie Hut Juniors?
Unless you think you're tough enough to fight me.
But he was so focused on getting into the salty spittoon, but I mean, the weenie.
Super Weenie Hut Juniors. Unless you think you're tough enough to fight me. Buddy was so focused on getting into the salty spottoon. But I mean, the Weenie restaurants are so much better in my opinion. Not only are they cuter than Gary, they've got a monster Weenie Monday, and are basically living in 2050 with their robot waiters. Would you care for another Diet Cola with Weenie? What? But I'm not a Weenie. But my sensors indicate that you are indeed a Weenie. Oh, and did I mention there's also a Weenie Hut Seniors and it's got a theme park on site. Wow. Get me to this place yesterday. Actually, on second thought, I might pass. By turning you into a robot. Well, that sounds just help me. Are helping you, Squidward, and we thought the fiery pistol pain was the scariest thing to come out of Bikini Bottom's amusement parks. Weenie Hut Seniors looks like a blast, but the risk of getting turned into a robot just isn't worth it for me. I think I'll stick with Goofy Cooper's ice cream party boat from now on. Sure, it isn't equipped with a roller coaster or the biggest wiener you've ever seen, but its triple goober sunrises are to die for. Music, waiter, music, the nuts. I swear I could feel myself getting type 2 diabetes just from watching that scene. Goofy Goober's most famous appearance was, of course, in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where Sponge got totally wrecked on. Sugar. I want to go home. Come on, pal. Listen to me. It's 8. Go scrape up your friend and get going. Paramount wouldn't allow any content from the 2004 movie to appear in the series. Goofy Goobers didn't appear again
until the season 11 episode, Pat No Show, where Patrick got slung out for having a bar fight with Plankton.
Entschuldigung.
Since then, Goofy Goobers has only appeared 13 times across all feature films and spin-off shows, which I hate. I need at least 5 cameos every season. There's nothing more appetizing than cartoon ice cream, is there? Well, not when it's made out of live plankton, anyway. I suppose that's karma for ruining a literal cannibal restaurant. While it might not be as big as the Krusty Krab, Goofy Goobers is definitely the #1 spot to get ice cream. The restaurant's so popular among Bikini Bottom's youth. Meanwhile, SpongeBob and Patrick are over here, grown up as could be. They even got their own line of merch. This includes, but is not limited to, an adorable peanut hat, a back scratcher, goober dollars, and of course, plus-size underwear.
You've been wearing the same goofy goober peanut party underpants for 3 years. What do you call that?
Worship. Oh, you're right, SpongeBob.
Patrick wore the same pants for 3 years straight? Relatable. 3 years is a long time, though. And that's exactly how long the Krusty Krab pizza delivery took. Or at least it felt that way. The Krusty Krab pizza was a bigger flop than Plankton, but Bikini Bottomites can always head to Pizza Pie Hole with their craving pepperoni just to make sure your dough gets made fresh. The workers are a little sloppy when it comes to hygiene practices.
Excuse me, you need a fry cup?
Nope. It's got to be you, son. Here's your pink slip. I'm giving you the axe. You're fired. Spawn. SpongeBob gets hired to Pizza Pie Hole, but he loves patty flipping so much he simply can't resist putting his own twist on the menu. How's the pizza coming? Almost gone, but I did change the recipe a bit. No problem. Few extra toppings never hurt anyone. The abomination's definitely a stretch. If the bun was pizza slice, I could totally get behind this. Pizza Pete wants to rehire SpongeBob when the wiener patties end up becoming a huge hit. But instead of just asking him to come back, he takes matters into his own hands and kidnaps him. Satisfaction. If only my bosses like my cooking as much as you two do. 3. That's odd. I could have sworn I heard a knock at the door. All the neighboring restaurant owners want SpongeBob as their employee, and a fight breaks out over who gets to hire him. The Krusty Krab has been falling apart without its fry cook though, so Squidward disguises himself as a Krabby Patty to steal SpongeBob back. The Krusty Krab has really gone downhill. How can you serve this? I was about to say new SpongeBob is hella weird, but this is literally early season 9. Like, I probably watched this as a kid. We've seen a lot of restaurants serving hot dogs, ice cream, and pizzas so far. But don't worry, Bikini Bottom isn't completely uncultured.
Broken thumbs.
I did manage to find
Feels like pull on a zipper or flip a dime.
The second Asian restaurant in Bikini Bottom is Wet Noodle, and yeah, I think SpongeBob might permanently be banned from here.
You're fired! Noodle patty with you!
Oh, I'll take it all right. I'll take it to go!
He's always welcome at Taco Sombrero, though, just as long as he doesn't try to make any more burritos.
How about that?
Some sort of burrito patty.
I'll give it a go. You're fired.
But I'm giving you the best years of my life, Mr. Krab!
Get a step.
This restaurant must offer all-you-can-eat buffets or something. I mean, what else could explain the horrors Patrick inflicted on Squidward's toilet?
Please, please, somebody put me out of my misery.
It feels so wrong to follow up the most disgusting scene in the entire show with the fanciest restaurant in Bikini Bottom, but here we are. Fancy's built inside a glass bottle, and I'm not sure that's such a fancy idea. I mean, imagine how many lawsuits they'd get if it smashed, and it has done that before.
What? $100?
Oh, my mistake, sir. Thank you for pointing that out. Is your bill?
The place is so overpriced. It's called fancy, but there's no chandeliers or expensive art on the wall at all. This could be a room in Krabs' house, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And yet, it probably costs $1,000 to buy a napkin here. I'll never understand how SpongeBob and Patrick could afford to rent out the entire restaurant for their big double date that one time.
Oh, a couple of rich entrepreneurs. And that.
So, how long have you two ladies known each other? What? What did he say?
Maybe Sponge got a staff discount? He's actually worked at Fancy twice in the show. The first time he was there as a part of a chef exchange program.
Made dish? No!
I'm sure with all my years in the kitchen.
What did he say? Maybe Sponge got a staff discount. He's actually worked at Fancy twice in the show. The first time he was there as a part of a chef exchange program made this. I'm sure with all my years in the kitchen other than work there again in season 9 after getting a pair of long pants. Today's special is the most amusing Indian Ocean seagrass chewed by local manatees and then smothered in a rich red algae. Extraordinary. Very impressive breeches you're wearing. Fancy would appear 5 more times in the show and spin-off series. And would you believe it, 3 of those appearances starred Mr. Krabs. The cheap pricker will literally get his own daughter sailor boots for her birthday. But he'll spend a fortune taking Mrs. Pup to the most expensive restaurant, Bikini Bottom. And she ain't even grateful. SpongeBob. Oh, but you Mrs. Pup. I came along. We'd all get a free meal. You, this is so embarrassing. End your pill, sir. Next, we have the kelp shake. Restaurants. Before Kelpshake got shut down by the health authorities, they were even bigger than the Krusty Krab. I have no idea why. I mean, everything about this restaurant's giving dish soap and somehow it tastes even worse than it looks. I don't get what the big deal is. Like a wet gym sack. Kelpshake appeared in Best Friend Mize and immediately dethroned the Krusty Krab as the biggest restaurant chain in Bikini Bottom despite tasting putrid. They're multiplying on every corner. Block after block everywhere. We've got to do something about this. Little bit of trivia for you guys. Kelpshake was actually a parody of Starbucks.
There's even one outside a bank vault in Amsterdam, see? Where was I? Oh yeah, so Krabs became so worried about Kelpshake running him out of business that he actually teamed up with his arch enemy Plankton to try and steal the secret recipe of the delicious Kelpshake.
Gonna work. Just stick to the plan.
Let's see. Plankton, I think I found the kitchen.
Let's do this thing.
Teaming up with a guy infamous for not being able to steal formulas wasn't the brightest of ideas. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so in the end, Krabs was forced to just walk into the Kelpshake and buy a drink using his own money. After all that, Karen revealed the super top secret ingredient as kelp juice. Mind blown! There was one tiny other ingredient though. Now, it wasn't revealed to the audience, but I'm guessing it was some kind of nuclear waste that Mr. Burns dumped at sea or something.
Clean this hazardous material up. Sure feel sorry for whoever drank this.
Look at us!
What are we gonna do?
Not the kind of formula you want to steal, eh? Kelpshake went out of business, but it was far from the last restaurant to kick the Krusty Krab to the curb. Here's the less radioactive fast food chain, Sea Chicken Shack.
Rise and shine for the best restaurants.
Who dares
Sea Chicken Shack. Rise and shine for the best restaurants. Who dares lay claim to the title? The Sea Chicken Shack. How's the flavor of that zesty sea chicken sandwich? Impeccable. Where does a rotting 2x4 shack like this even get chicken meat from anyway? They can't possibly afford to partner with KFC. I mean, maybe they can, cause KFC fracking sucks. Maybe they aren't selling real chicken after all, huh? Guess that would explain this oddly specific smell in here. Like a tuna-bathed algae after running a marathon. The crime now to exercise. We'll see. Chicken Shack looks like a tiny pathetic stand. It outperformed the Krusty Krab, forcing SpongeBob to sneak in and find out what they're doing. Draw the crusty regulars away. Chicken Shack looks like a total dump. And blatantly discriminates against his customers. Please refer to our policy regarding dress. Fans equal no service. Clearly, there's nothing inside that's winning everyone over. SpongeBob gets thrown out for being a spy and finally discovers what's been tearing all the Krabs' regulars away. A giant creepy chicken statue. A giant statue depicting Mr. Sea Chicken in all his glory. Why does this statue steal me customers? SpongeBob. Of course, Mr. Sea Chicken. Cater to the kids and the parents will follow. Krab steals Sea Chicken Shack's idea and decides to create his own monument outside the Krusty Krab to win his customers back. Of course, he was too cheap to get a real statue made. So, he just stood really still for hours and hours. Honestly, hats off to him. It takes true dedication to be this much of a cheapskate. As long as you keep wanting to sell this many patties. I think you look really good. You're golden.
Patty, Flabby Patty Shack has started selling rip-off Krabby Patties that taste so good, Plankton forgets all about stealing Krabs' recipe.
T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Was fantastic! Formula, I must have the Flabby Patty recipe!
Mr. Krabs teams up with Plankton to steal the Flabby Patty recipe because that'll work.
Perfect.
We look ridiculous, guys.
I agree. Whole idea.
You guys are agreeing already?
Disguised as a Flabby Patty employee, Krabs and Plankton infiltrate the tiny kitchen and the owner gives them the secret recipe to memorize. However, it turns out to be a recipe for friendship. Cue honestly the biggest plot twist in the show since the reveal of the hash-slinging slasher.
You two rascals to team up, so the power of friendship.
You mean all this was one of your schemes?
SpongeBob set up the Flabby Patty Shack to try and make Krabs and Plankton become friends. I would say that kid has way too much time on his hands, but I know for a fact he don't. Dude is slaving away from dusk till dawn at the Krusty Krab. Alrighty guys, now it's time for the King Neptune of Bikini Bottom restaurants. An eating establishment so awesome and amazing, it drove the Krusty Krab right into the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Pretty Patties.
Pretty Patties, available in 6 designer colors.
Krabs laughs in SpongeBob's face and calls his idea dumb, so he starts his own restaurant outside his house. And at first it looks so pathetic, passersby can't stop laughing.
That was right. I gotta do it all me.
Hey, is that one purple? Is my favorite color. This isn't half bad. Hey world, Pretty Patties is the best idea ever!
I have no idea how SpongeBob cooked even a single one of those patties. There's no grill, his stand can't even get electricity, but somehow he literally ends up making enough burgers to feed thousands of customers.
Number 46,853.
After what?
Is my favorite color. This isn't half bad. Hey world, Pretty Patties is the best idea ever. I have no idea how SpongeBob cooked even a single one of those patties. There's no grill. His stand can't even get electricity. But somehow he literally ends up making enough burgers to feed thousands of customers. Number 46,853. After watching the news and seeing SpongeBob destroy all the cash he's made, Krabs literally broke out in cold sweats and just flat out stole the Pretty Patties restaurant from him. Squidward and the grill. Yeah. And you know what I miss the most? Tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub 2 pickles together. No. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. Krusty Krab is only a short walk away. Head on down for all time's sake. I can't leave, Mr. Krabs. What about the stand? I'll watch the stand for you. No, I've got a better idea. Take this old roadside stand off your hand. The next morning, Krabs is up bright and early, ready to make tons of moolah. But he's about to end up in more legal trouble than whatever idiot owned Kelt Shake. All 46,853 of us. Hey, where'd he go? Applause, my key? Where's my key? SpongeBob, let me in. SpongeBob. Even though Pretty Patties met a not-so-pretty demise, it will always be remembered as the most successful restaurant ever to hit Bikini Bottom. If SpongeBob corrected the recipe and got rid of the side effects, he could be a billionaire right about now. But he'd probably shred all of his wealth away anyway. Pretty Patties brings the total